I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, everybody. We met before the start of today's regular meeting in executive session discussing police matters. Any visitors or public comment? Hearing none. Our next meeting of this board is Tuesday, October 21st. We're closed on Monday the 13th for that very important holiday called Columbus Day. Ways and Means will hold a meeting. This is the regularly scheduled meeting, is it not, on October 9th, or is that
It's a special meeting.
Okay, they're holding a special meeting on October 9th, 7 p.m. here. We're going to meet with Ways and Means at a budget work session meeting on Friday, October 17th at 10 a.m. here. Like I said, we're closed on October 13th. Halloween, Halloween, is the big dog celebration. They dress in costumes, as do their owners. October 25th at the Doylestown Dog Park, which is off Turk Road in Turk Park, at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Following the dog park Halloween event is Pumpkin Fest at Font Hill, sponsored by CB Cares Educational Foundation. Doylestown Township Leaf and Yard Waste Recycling drop-off is every third Saturday of the month between March and December, 9 a.m. to 11 at the New Britain Road entrance to Central Park. Okay, we've got minutes to approve from September 16, 2014. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
Any corrections, changes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Minutes from the budget work session on September 23rd. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you. Changes, corrections, all in favor?
Aye.
And then
One
finally...
abstention.
One abstention, thank you. Did you get that, Ms. Delgado? And then September 30th, the special meeting of the board, which was really a public hearing, but it included a public hearing. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Were you here on the 30th?
With the budget session?
No, the
No.
special...
No. Sorry, one abstention.
Four with one abstention.
Sorry.
That's okay. Solicitor, any reports?
I have nothing we didn't talk about in the back room.
Chief was excused from tonight's meetings. There's no business for the chief. Township engineer?
Yes, the township mid-September received a letter from FEMA notifying you that the Bucks County maps have been approved and they will become effective March 16th of 2015. Before the maps become effective, all Bucks County municipalities must have a compliant floodplain ordinance. Last Wednesday, I attended a meeting with FEMA and one of their consultants where they explained the process and the floodplain model ordinance that they have. They actually provided a color-coded copy of the ordinance which showed which sections are required, which are options, and certain comments on other sections. At this meeting, they were very clear that if a municipality does not have a compliant floodplain ordinance on March 16th, 2015, they will be suspended from the National Flood Insurance Program. Basically, the township and its residents would not be covered by flood insurance, not be eligible for disaster relief if something happened, not eligible for grants, loans, that sort of thing. So they're pretty emphatic that this should be done by then. Their consultant, Leslie Rhodes, will be reviewing all these ordinances, and she has kind of tried to establish a timeline. She would like a draft, let's call it pre-adoption ordinance by the end of November that she can look at. Basically, what they're doing is they're looking at it, and they'll say, yep, this is compliant, you're ready to advertise and adopt, or no, it's not compliant, they'll tell you why and give you suggestions to make it compliant. She's also stated that she will tailor the model ordinance to municipalities if they so choose for free by just setting up like a phone conversation with her and answering some questions. Now, Stephanie, myself, and Sinclair have scheduled a phone conference with her for next week, so we'll see how that goes. And, we'll see where we can take the ordinance. She needs certain questions answered to see which options the township would like to go with. Some of the questions is like how big the floodplain is actually in the municipality, how many homes there are or existing structures within the floodplain already, how restrictive the township wants to be, whether they want to limit certain types of development in the floodplain, allow those same developments by variance through the zoning hearing board, or just allow it outright. So they're basically some of the questions that she's going to be answering. We're going to try to answer for her. The township's going to have to designate a floodplain administrator who has to be either a township official or an employee, cannot be a third-party candidate. They suggest the zoning officer, township manager, chairman of the board, if they so desire.
You don't want that job.
No, I was thinking Dick or Sinclair.
No, he doesn't want the job either. New guy back there.
Well, that's something that needs to, because they will be tasked with permitting and
it
doing
makes
other
sense.
things.
Can we make that motion?
Well, I don't think it needs to be...
No.
You just got to get it moving.
Yeah, get it moving.
And one of the other things they want to know is it going to be a standalone ordinance or is it going to be part of the zoning? Originally, I think FEMA or Leslie Rhodes herself didn't know what she was getting into because she was asking everybody to send her the ordinance and she would review the existing ordinances. And I guess then she found out they're part of the zoning. She had to, read a lot more, so she kind of put a stop to that. At the meeting, FEMA, I don't say they don't care. It doesn't matter to them whether it's a standalone ordinance or it's part of the zoning ordinance, as long as it's concise and has everything that they need in one spot. They don't want you to take certain sections out of your ordinances and insert them and have to go, pecking and
It'll
hunting
be like
for
an
it.
addendum to our zoning ordinance.
Well, I think...
It'll be a replacement.
There'll be a replacement. You would just...
So that's already in...
You already have
section.
floodplain regulations.
Right.
In
You
our
would just...
zoning.
You would just...
Pull it out and put the new in.
That's basically what you would do. And I think Jeff would agree that it's better off in the zoning, but again, that's a policy decision. And that's basically it. It's a lot of work that needs to be done, but I think we can get it done.
Are you doing it? You and...
Well, myself, Stephanie, and Sinclair for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how does this... I read through all of it. How does this relate to the objections we had to the new regulations coming down with pond and puddle?
Doesn't
No,
apply.
this does not. This is something separate.
Okay, good. Well, I was... I don't know if anybody has any thoughts about this, but I was overwhelmed and amused by the numerous acronyms.
Yeah.
Did you they're ridiculous. I'm just show you. FIRM, SOMA, LOMA, LOMAR, LOMAC, FIS, NFIP, FEMIX, FEMA. They just went on and on and on. And they're just different designations for different things that you do, like maps or map actions or map reviews or map, revisions. It was like, I couldn't believe how many acronyms. I don't know how the people keep them straight. Okay, so what do we have to do now?
Well, just a question. Is there any concern, you said it's a lot of work, and I can appreciate it's a lot of work. Is there any concern that you won't be able to meet the timeline?
We'll meet the timeline.
We will meet the timeline.
Yeah, we won't let that happen. No,
I don't,
that's-
There's no concern.
Lower Makefield's finished it.
Okay.
So
Well, it should be
I've sent them the ordinance Lower Makefield adopted.
Yeah, we'll borrow theirs.
okay.
So we'll just, it just got to be
Did I just say that?
Just has to be fit
We
into
just
yours.
tweak it to
Okay,
ours.
that's fine.
We don't have to
Well, you don't want to
reinvent
reinvent the
all
wheel.
requirements, they're there.
Yeah.
You have to just merge them into your ordinance.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
and make it ours.
Right.
Tailor to our
That's why I was
community.
asking the question, yep.
Okay, do you need anything from us? You told us, we're good, we're moving on.
That's
Thank you.
not at this point. We'll just
Okay.
keep you up to date.
Thank you. All right, manager.
Just a few things. One, the Commonwealth Financing Authority advised us that we did not receive the TAP grant for the Lower State Road bike hike project that we had put in, but we still have another DCNR project that's with that, so we'll see how we make out on a couple of the others. And also, we have the information update on ChemFab. The soil remediation has taken place. That's on the property located in the borough. They did expand the study area for the water contamination. They did find property here, and they are providing them with bottled water, and the DTMA and borough are looking at being able to provide public water to that property that is impacted, and will probably need an addendum to the tri-party agreement that we have with the borough and the DTMA. And the last thing I have is provided a copy of the letter from Timken Foundation. The Kids Castle Committee did receive a $10,000 grant from that company for continuing to build the Kingdom, and we just need acceptance of that.
Of the check?
The
Of
conditions look reasonable to
both
me. I didn't think
yeah,
that was
that we're
troublesome.
going to remain tax exempt and things like that, so.
What kind of company are they?
They're a
Foundation,
foundation. I don't know
yeah.
what their source of money is, but
Yeah. Company out of Ohio.
Philadelphia
Um,
Gear Works.
What?
Philadelphia Gear Works,
Gearworks, yeah.
Oh, okay.
it's a big company.
All right, require a motion?
yeah, to accept the grant with the conditions.
Is there a motion to accept the grant with the conditions outlined?
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second,
You have a question?
not about this.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Send a happy thank you.
My question was on the ChemFab update.
Oh, sure.
And that is around the test wells, and they're drilling to see where that plume is going.
Trying to find the
And-
edge of the plume.
Yeah, now, wasn't some property owners not allowing test wells being done, to allow test wells to be done on their property? So
That is
how do we account for that, and how do we get an accurate picture of the plume if we can't put in test wells?
The way the EPA explained it to the committee was that they take where they know and where they believe the far edge is, and they're noticing the one property that they found the contamination, if it was high here, it's much lower here. So if it's 10, it's 5, and they can get to 3, they can judge that someone in between is probably at like 6 or 4 or something. So they do a little guesswork there.
So not being able to get on those properties doesn't impact them for doing their job?
No,
It just
does
makes it
not.
harder?
As long as they can get some other readings in the
Okay.
paper.
And that's why they
I
went to
wanted
that
to
other
make sure.
property
Okay.
in between.
Okay.
And so they think the farther part where they're going to be putting some more test wells will probably be the edge of the plume.
Okay, good, thank you.
Very
And
good.
that's all I have.
That's it? Okay. Supervisors. Sean? Sean. You.
Yeah, Sean.
Sean.
Yeah, it is Sean. Thank you. Just one...
Sean.
Sean. We had our annual bike and hike tour with a number of members from the township in New Britain, the township borough, Buckingham, Plumstead, and that was great to see in Chalfont, and really was impressive to see where it went from beginning tours that we had maybe last year down in the Chamonix Greenway and that area. Now it's come to fruition, and I think I said previously, Rick had said beginning of the year this was going to be the year of the trail, and it certainly has panned out that way. It's pretty impressive, and some great additions too, you know. That's all I have to say.
Sounds good.
But to get everybody out there to use them, though. I know the Peace Valley Trail, the one along by the Covered Bridge Park, people are already using, but they have to stop because they're waiting for a bridge. As soon as that bridge is in, well, there's no bridge, but they're gonna solve that. So yeah,
Coming soon.
that's it. Thank you.
Ken, do you have anything?
Yes, two things. Just to let people know that the EAC Hour has put up 3 new videos. One is called Monarch Butterfly, and the other one is Trees Beside the Water, and the third one is reducing runoff. So I would encourage people to take a look at those. They're short and sweet, so be good information. The second piece is on the Central Bucks Regional Aging Task Force. This group had kind of fell apart in the middle of the year, as I had mentioned earlier. Kevin Jamison, who's the chair now, is kind of regroup it and going to be coming back with some good information on what his plans are. They have reached out through Stephanie and Sam. They reached out to the previous members to see if they want to rejoin, to trying to get our arms around this. Didn't get a very good response from that initial contact, but they're going to make phone calls now to them to see if they want to come back, and we'll have to think about how we can, just want to confirm that people either do want to be part of it or don't want to be part of it. And so we'll be coming forward with something to the Board of Supervisors with a recommendation how we want to proceed. So
I know it's not a social organization, but it sounds to me like one thing that they could always use would be like a social event. I don't know. Like a wine and cheese, or, some kind of dance or something little where people would be attracted to come. Because coming to listen to people speak is not very interesting.
Well, and Kevin has some really great ideas. So just hold your thought there and to see when he comes, and he's going to present to the board probably in a month or two. Yeah, he's going to come and give you an update. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. That's it?
That's it.
Rick, got anything?
The only thing is we received notice that the infamous Pools Corner project is going to start the bid process October 9th, which is the end of this week. And the pre-construction meeting is going to be a couple days before Thanksgiving, November 17th. So I think it's finally getting to the point where we're going to start seeing the tires on the ground. Is that the right word?
Shovels in the ground. Shovels in the ground.
Rubber hits the road?
Rubber hits the road.
Shovels in the ground.
Shovels in the
So
ground.
Pools Corner is moving along well, and hopefully that'll alleviate all the problems that you're experiencing up there.
It's supposed to be, construction is actually starting in March, isn't it?
Spring.
Spring, yeah. And they're thinking that it's going to be 18 months instead of whatever the 3 years that
I
they...
don't know.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Ryan, do you have anything?
Again, just want to touch on the Timken Foundation grant for Kids Castle, and just say well done to the committee, and especially Chair Joe Salvati, who has continued to be persistent in his quest to beautify Kids Castle and make these revisions. So great job to him, and I'm really glad that this is, we continue to move forward and get funding for this.
Okay, great, thanks. Municipal building renovation.
Yes, the Building Renovation Committee met last week and reviewed the architect's proposal, and the consensus at the end was to recommend to the board that we hire Phillips Donovan in the amount of $73,160 to move forward with the field survey and schematic design at this point in time. I don't know if anyone else from who's at the meeting wants to comment, but that was the sort of long and short.
No, I think everyone, we've agreed that it seems like it's going to go forward, so we might as well get the ball rolling. He seems to know what he's doing. He priced it out. It's a commitment of $73,000, as you heard. It's for the field survey and then the schematic and the designs for the project.
Well, the as-is drawing.
Yes, as built for the existing facility.
You need that no matter what you're going to do.
Yeah, exactly. So it
It's not
can't hurt.
wasted, yeah.
So is there a motion to approve?
I make a motion we approve Phillips' proposal.
The beginning, part two, the first and second part.
Just
this limited amount at this point.
Right.
That's what I meant.
We'll go along.
second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll keep tabs on it, so that every step will have to be approved.
Oh.
I think, every expenditure going forward. Make sure he's done what he's,
Okay.
All right, so, next item is the zoning hearing board, Ms. Finnebar, I can't say that right.
Finhaber.
Fernhaber.
Firmhaber.
And Sandy Bridge Road.
I would recommend that we send the solicitor to that, if that comes to fruition. I would recommend that, because
They,
it was a violation.
By way of history here, they bought this property and made the assumption that they could rent the in-law suite for profit to a third party, even though the permits that were granted by the township clearly said it was an in-law suite. So there were complaints made as mostly, we find out about these things, went out and checked, confirmed it. He would like, we're talking about whether or not we could, he wants to sell the house and move away, and we're talking now about giving him some time to do that before he throws the tenant out. So we're kind of in a discussion stage, but we should participate if we don't get it resolved at that level.
Well, what kind of time are we talking about?
We haven't finalized the time. However long it takes him to sell that house.
Is there a lease?
There's a lease with a third party. He needs the money from this particular rental to pay his mortgage and all that sort of thing.
Well,
So,
that could take a year.
well, there's going to be a cap on it, so we're just beginning the discussion. So we should attend if it gets to a hearing. So.
Well, how long is it going to be before it gets to a hearing? There's a time limit on this, right?
Well, she's already granted a waiver to give us the opportunity to see if we can sort it out.
I see. Oh, will you come back and let us know before?
Oh, yeah, but you should
do or
authorize
don't
our
go?
attendance, but
All right. Is there a motion to approve that the solicitor attend?
I definitely think we should send a solicitor to the zoning hearing board.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's aye. That's 5-0. Okay,
extension.
bills list.
Okay,
Yeah,
Fitzgibbon.
Yeah, you need to grant extension
Oh, we have to
on
give
the
the extension,
Fitzgibbon
okay.
matter.
Is there a motion to grant the extension?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, now, bills list for October 7th. Is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's it. And we're going to next meet on October 21st. Ways and Means is having a special meeting here at 7 p.m. on October 9th. We're having a special budget work session meeting here on October 17th at 10 a.m. And Halloween is October 25th, 10 to 1 at Turk Park. And at 2 o'clock, Pumpkin Fest is at Font Hill. And we're closed Monday, October 13th for Columbus Day. And Doylestown Township Leaf and Yard Waste for township residents is the third Saturday of the month, 9 a.m. to noon, or excuse me, to 11 at the New Britain Access Road to Central Park. And that's through the months of March through December. Any other business? Seeing none, hearing none, we're all adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We do have
Anything to
documents to
sign?
meet. Yes.
Thank you.